Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Monday. Monday what? December 11th. And today we will cover the trades for the Defiance High Income ETFs, QQQY and JEPY for December 11th. So let's get to it. So as you can see on the screen, they had they had two positions, both with the same strike, 153 total contracts that closed out today. And then they bought two additional positions, both at the same strike for tomorrow, which expires obviously December 12th, which is the Tuesday. But they got different prices for each. But let's go look at the spreadsheet. So, how did we fare with the 12/11 expiration? If you look, we had a strike price of 16,120, a break even of 16,051, but we closed at 16,221.73, which is above the strike. And as you know, if we close above the strike, then we get 100% profit. So as you can see, the close price for those contracts was zero. So the 72 per share and the 69.30 we made per share was 100% profit. The only downside, which some may consider downside, some may not, but you look at the missed out gains column L, it's 0.63% because the close price went above the strike price by that much. So had we sold a put for 0.63% higher, we would have got more premium, which obviously would increase our fund even more and eventually our premium. So if we scroll to the right, you can see the 1 million that we made was all income. Running total stayed at 2.8 million. And as mentioned, they opened two new positions, 84 contracts and 70 contracts, both at 16,270 strike, which is 0.3% in the money. Comparably, it is more aggressive. It's actually the most aggressive one for the month. No, it's tied with the most aggressive. So, and looking at the premium per share, 95 and 90, wow, that just shows you enough, because the last time we did 0.3% in the money, we got 100 per share. This time we got close to it, 90 and 95, which is pretty good. So how much did we make on this sold put? Wow, we made about 1.4 million. So adding to the running total, we are at 4.3 million. Outstanding shares, we sit at 13.9 million. Total income, as mentioned, 4.3 million. Based on 100% payout of all income, that's 30 cents per share. And again, it's not even halfway through the month. Annualized yield would be 20%, which is still better than most ETFs out there. Average daily premium is 3 cents per share, or 0.19% daily yield, which is still missing their cutoff of their goal of 0.25%, but they are having a nice recovery because in the beginning of the month, it was not that great. Wins, losses, 13 wins, 7 losses, pretty good. Extrinsic income, 5.3 million, or 38 cents per share. Cash and treasuries, cash went up about 5 million. Treasuries stayed about the same. Total change, 4.5 million. Reason for that is, well, the outstanding shares actually did not update on the website. But, looking at the jump of 4.5 million, and being that they only made 1.4 for the new put, I'm going to say the outstanding shares did increase. It just did not update yet. So safe to say that. Moving on to the next tab. So now if we look at total income, we are at 4.3 million. Extrinsic income is still more than total income, but not by much. So for now, we'll just look at the payout based on extrinsic income. And we're looking at anywhere from 34 cents to 38 cents. 34 cents being the low end is about 23% yield. And again, this breakdown is intrinsic, extrinsic, and premium outgo, which is losses. And obviously, this is just trying to make sense of the change in price, which right now is not working out because we made 31 cents per share, right? But we're only up 20 cents. So, but whatever. I'm not too concerned about that. I'll track that more towards the end of the month. And as always, I forgot to show you the change in price of QQQY and the index. QQQY did go up by 0.34%. The index went up 0.85%. But that makes sense because we had missed out gains. So easy enough, right? So long story short, QQQY, successful day. I wouldn't say perfect because the index did go up a little more than we would like because we want to save that for the next day. But win-win. Now, if we go to JEPY, first we'll look at the trades. Here's the JEPY trades. If you go to the website for not Yield Max, Defiance, and you go to intraday trades, when they update it after the close, you'll see this. So they closed out the two positions with the same strike price, and then they made new positions, same exact amount of contracts, different strike, this time 4,630, and then different execution prices. So going back to the spreadsheet, let's take a look. First, we need to gray out the data that we previously covered, which was from 12/8. So now we're going to look at 12/11. And then, so I don't forget, let's start with the change in price. So JEPY went up 0.33%. Index went up 0.39%. Pretty comparable. And the strike, what was the strike for the 12/11 expiration? The strike was 46.15. And guess what? The index closed 46.22.44. So since it went above the strike, that's a 100% profit. So the close price was 0. So if we go to the right, that amount, that premium we got yesterday is 100% profit. So the 1,077,000 running total remains as is. And then they started two new positions. Again, same amount of contracts, 177.29. They got different prices for it because they obviously did them at different times. Same strike though, 46.30, which is 0.16% in the money, which is kind of in the middle from what they're used to doing, which is okay. The break even is 46.12. So that's where, we want to at least be above that for tomorrow at the end of close. And then we cover the intrinsic and extrinsic value, by the way. And the reason for that is Jay had mentioned in an interview that they will pay out the extrinsic value. So far, that's pretty accurate. How much did they make today on that trade? They made about 372,000, 373,000. And running total for the month, 1.4 million. So if we look, outstanding shares did not change, but again, I don't think the website updated. Total income for the month, 1.4 million. Total distribution payout based on 100% payout, 27 cents per share, which comes to about 18% yield annualized, which again beats most ETFs, dividend paying ETFs, of course. Average daily premium, 3 cents or 0.17% per day. Wins, losses, looking good. 12 wins, 4 losses. Extrinsic income alone is 1.4 million or 28 cents per share. Cash and treasuries. Cash and treasuries, for the most part, remain the same. An increase of 383,000. And if we look, that's kind of about what we made on the sold put. So in my opinion, the outstanding shares probably did not change much on JEPY, because the change in cash and treasuries is almost identical to the premium they made on the put. So let's go to the next tab. We're getting closer. Actually, the all income is almost equal to extrinsic income, which is good. Because again, if they pay out the extrinsic income and all income is less than extrinsic income, then we have a problem, because when they pay us out, we'll have a loss in the NAV. But anyway, let's just look at the extrinsic income. We're looking at a payout anywhere from 25 to 28 cents so far. But again, we're about a third of the way through the month. 25 cents would be 16% yield. And again, I'm not going to cover this down too much. I'll get into it later on as we get at least to the middle of the month. But yeah, that's where we stand with QQQY and JEPY. So in summary, both had great days. And it's looking on the up and up. It's looking like we're having a pretty good recovery. So let's hope it keeps up. It's late. Sorry for the low voice and groggedy voice, but it is late. I'm in my garage as my house is asleep. But I had to get this video out because tomorrow morning I will not have time for it. And obviously I'll have to get the Tesla video out in the morning. So I wanted to get this out to you tonight. And then as soon as I'm done, I'll upload it right away. And then it'll be there for the people in the morning, although a lot of people do watch it at night. So it is good that I get this out at night when at all possible. Oh yeah, as always, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These videos are for fun and entertainment, and it is fun. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how tomorrow ends up, but we know where we want to be. So tune in for tomorrow night's video. Again, the plan is I'll post these Defiance videos at night. I don't know what time at night, but hopefully at night I can get these out. Worst case, I'll get them out in the morning. Worst case, lunchtime of the following day, but we'll see. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please click like. And if you have any questions, leave in the comments. And if you're very happy with the performance so far this month, let me know. All right. That's all I got. Let me upload this and then go to bed. Have a good night, everyone. Later.